Wonder Woman number 26. Okay, so I took a while to warm up to the Rucka stuff. I love Greg Rucka. I've loved all his other writings. His Wonder Woman, it took about 5 issues for me to get into. And I'm completely new to Wonder Woman as of the Greg Rucka run this last time. Before that, the only Wonder Woman that I had ever read was in the Justice League. That was it. And of course, from the TV shows. I fell in love with this version of Wonder Woman. Probably in the last 5 issues, this has probably been one of the better comic books I've read ever of all time. Not just current runs, but like it really hit up there. It took a little while to get going, but it became awesome. Well, a giant monster is about to walk through. Oh my crap, it was a huge cat. Did you see that? Anyway, so what I'm about to say should be taken with a little grain of salt. I don't like this. This was not good. Fontana and Delfro. This was not good. The art wasn't good. The story wasn't good. There were touches of greatness. The very first scene, even though I didn't exactly agree with the way that it was going, was amazing. It could have like really changed the way I view the world for like 5 seconds. Like it really could have been impactful. It wasn't. They get to the edge of impactful to show you something. All right, I got rudely interrupted, so hopefully I can paste these 2 videos together. Anyway, this issue is not great. It had points where it almost touched greatness, especially that opening scene. It could have gone somewhere very dark, very gritty. It could have gone somewhere very hopeful. It didn't do either. It backed out before it showed you exactly who committed the bombing. Now, maybe that's part of the mystery. I don't know. Then you get into the story, and it kind of flashes back to Wonder Woman being a child, to being Diana. And I understand that that's where Fontana made her bones, that she started off writing a family version or children's version of Wonder Woman, which I'd never heard of, but I hear it was good. And it worked well for what it was. The lesson didn't really tie in to the end of the book, though. I could tell that's what she was going for even when she was setting it up. It didn't hit that note at the end, and I was kind of disappointed by that. Then there's the overprotective grandfather figure in the form of the general, I believe. Didn't make a lot of sense there. It was interesting to see. Didn't make a lot of sense. She's building a case for how she views Wonder Woman and for how she, I guess, what she views Wonder Woman should deal with. Kind of post-traumatic stress, refugees, the struggles of women, you know, that kind of stuff. And that could be awesome. But the story doesn't hit that point. Instead, it gets to the edge of making a point, of taking a political stand one way or the other, whether you agree with that stance or not, and then it backs off. I'm just not interested in reading something that doesn't have a point or that is not going to be explicit in its point of view. I've been reading comics for a very long time, and I don't want to spend another 10 issues falling in love with a new version of Wonder Woman. One of the great things about Old Man Logan is that when it transferred from Lemire, who has a very distinct style in his writing, whether it's Green Arrow or Old Man Logan or anything else, is that when it jumped off directly into a story, and you felt home. You felt like, okay, no, these guys understand Wolverine. Even if they don't get Old Man Logan, even if they don't get what Lemire was doing, they at least get Wolverine, and we can go from there. She gets, or the writer gets, a younger Wonder Woman, and that's fine. But we just established that Wonder Woman is not a girl, that Wonder Woman is not a child, that Wonder Woman is not young, that Wonder Woman is a woman, and that she is experienced, and that all this experience has done something to her. Rucka spent a lot of time pulling out all the thorns and all the brushweed away from Wonder Woman that had collected in the New 52. And to see Fontana just throw all that stuff back at her just didn't feel right. And I understand that, yeah, okay, so all the controversial stuff with the gods and the Amazons and everything that the Superman relationship, all that stuff that turned people away from Wonder Woman toward the end of the New 52 still isn't back. Like she's not making a mistake here. But her building up a new version of Wonder Woman when we just got 25 issues establishing this version of Wonder Woman seems a little much. I don't know if I'm going to be buying the next issue. And even if I do, I don't know if I'm going to be continuing this series. But that being said, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. Not great. Big fall off from the previous writer. Big fall off from the previous issue. But I think there's a lot of potential here. I think she put a lot of good beginning beats. And maybe I'm just not used to her rhythm into her writing formula yet. Maybe it will get better as these seeds that she's planting grow. Anyway, that is Wonder Woman issue 26, a 2 out of 5.